depends if your sand is wet, if your sand is dry. Generally, you will put for 143, you will put about one. So to have like fibers, to have them quite thin. So them too long. So you turn off the generator. Like the lime, you find like putty lime, which is arid lime, or hydraulic lime. Generally, like it has also different numbers. You will find some lime is like lime 2.5, lime 3.5, lime 5, lime 7. These numbers means that for 1 centimeter square, if it's lime 2.5, it can hold 25 kilos. If it's lime 3.5, it can hold 35 kilos for 1 centimeter on 1 centimeter. If it's 5, it's 50 kilo. If it's 7, it's 70 kilo. So you have different strengths for the lime. It's not always good to have like a lime that is very strong. I mean, if you make foundations, you will use rather a lime that is very strong. If you use like for plastering, it's better to have a lime that is like 3.5. That will be more flexible. That will not crack so easily.
The ingredients are the same always.
The ingredients are the same. It's just different kind of lime.
The ratios change.
Yeah, the lime has different. Can be different. There is different capacity for the lime. It can be hydraulic. It will be more water resistant. It can be higher yield lime. It will be more soft, more flexible. So yeah, it depends like what you are doing. But generally, like these good things of the lime is as a specific way of working. It's a little bit more tricky than the clay. The lime have certain composition. When it's fresh, it has different chemical states. If it's hydraulic, but when it's dry, it turns to calcium. So as long as there is humidity, it will still keep on being active. As long as it dries, it carbonates, which means it takes the carbon dioxide from the air. So
it gets stable.
And by this process, it turns to calcium. The idea of the lime is generally like you want the lime to dry slowly. Because more it dries slowly and more it has time to carbonate, taking the strength from the carbon. Yeah. The thing is, like, if it dries too fast, generally, like this is not something you do in the summertime. It's something you do in the autumn, in springtime, even maybe in Greece in the winter, when it's a bit more humid, when it's not so windy, and not so sunny. To avoid this process of drying too fast. If it's dry too fast, it will make a crust on the surface, and inside it will be very dusty, very not agglomerate, not compact at all, and so it might create some problem. Also, when you apply the lime, generally, like it will have some humidity inside. It will have like the lime. If you put a thick layer, you will need for it to dry a little bit. And it's good to compress because it will lose some humidity. Humidity will go inside the wall, will evaporate, and it will be like kind of a foam, like kind of a sugary, like sponge. So it's good to compress it after to stuck all the aggregates all together.
And to create a thin layer. As much
Well,
as,
yeah,
as much.
the layer of course will be a little thinner. Maybe you will lose like 1 millimeters, 2 millimeters.
But
The idea is like to stuck all the aggregates all together, and to also slow down the drying process. If you just apply it and after rub it, it will be open. It will dry faster, but inside it will be too soft.
Yeah.
So like now we're gonna try to do like a layer of like 2 centimeters. It's not so easy to do because like generally like when you apply it, you will to make the wall kind of smooth, you will generally like spread half centimeter to 1 centimeter. So maybe you can also do it in 2 coats. First we make one part, we leave it. The time we make it, we can make another layer on the top to reach about 2 centimeters. And while it's drying, you can compress it. You can pass over and compressing it.
Compressing with what? With the same
mystery,
thing.
with the trowel.
Mystery.
I will
Put
show
it
you.
with mystery.
Yes, you can also put it here with
There are
your
open
hands.
there.
Μάτε
κανένας την αναλογία
I
που
will
είναι.
use you.
3%.
If you want
Τρία
to work, I will
χώμα,
recommend you
ένας
to
βεστή.
work with
Νερό,
gloves.
With gloves.
όσο
Ελάχιστο νερό.
λίγο.
Ναι, ναι, ναι.
Τώρα τι σημαίνει και αυτό. Κάνα λίτρο.
Generally, you try to avoid to make connections because if the material starts to dry, then you put fresh one next to it, you will see a connection. So it's you will rather keep the connection either in the corners of the wall in order that you don't see it. So according to the surface that you are able to plaster, you can start different. You have to somehow separate the wall in different mosaic. So otherwise, you will have like line of drying material in the middle of your wall that you cannot erase afterwards. So you have to also, take that into consideration. I mean, if you want to have like a nice result.